John McGregor, and I'm the program head for the Business Certificate program in Saskatoon at the Idlewild campus. In general, the admission requirements are grade 12. So if you have your grade 12, you're able to get admitted to the program. There's also some exceptions to that with regards to if you take a certain number of classes in the program through our Con Ed department, then you can get into the program without having grade 12. But for most people, it's the grade 12 equivalent type of situation that they can get in to the program. The Business Certificate program is the first year of our diploma program. So what you can think about for students is this allows students to come into a one-year program and see if they like the business program. And many will come in and stay on to go on to the diploma program, which is the year 2. So in the first year, we have 11 classes right now, and next year we're going to move to 12. So there's 6 classes in the fall and 6 classes in the winter. Now, the fall classes include introductory business, there's the accounting, there's business communications, there's the organizational behavior, the Comp 120, and economics. Okay, and then in the second semester, students have options. So the 6 classes that we have in the winter, I'll just go back and summarize those. So we have the accounting 125, which is the second part of the financial accounting. We have accounting 225, which is the managerial accounting class. Then we have we call it accounting 136, where you learn a computer software package for accounting. And so it's, like I said, that's an interesting class. And then the personal finance class, Fin 100. So you have a choice of accounting 125 or accounting 225. So that's the intro financial accounting or managerial accounting. You have a choice between the accounting software package, accounting 136, or Fin 100, the personal finance class. And then the other 4, we have HR 120, the human resources class. We have the law 220 class. We have the math 139 and marketing 120. Many of our students go on to second year. Okay, like probably 60-70% of our students go on to second year, and then they will usually specialize in an area. And there's 6 different areas of specialization that a student can look at, and they are accounting, human resources, insurance, marketing, management, financial services. So those are 6 areas that students can specialize in after the first year. So they get basically, first year is an overview, and then the second year they can start to specialize. So with regards to co-op programs, we don't have a co-op program in the first year, but many of the second year options have co-op programs. So once you come into the program, you finish your first year, then you go into the second year. And in the second year, what would happen is you would be indicating that you're interested in the co-op program, and you would do 1 full semester. And then in January of the second year, you would go out on a co-op program, okay? And those co-op programs often vary by the type of specialty you're in, but for the most part, they are 12-month work terms, if you will. So you go out into an area that you're interested in. So maybe you're interested in accounting. So then you go out on an accounting work term, and you go out for it could be up to 1 full year. And then you would come back if you wanted to finish your courses in your program. So you would have 1 semester left. We have agreements with the U of S and the U of R. So if you came to us for 1 year, so we take the business certificate program through us, what you can do is then you can transfer that full business certificate as a block to the university. So that we call it a block transfer. So all 12 classes are transferred to the university for 1 year of university. So normally a degree might take 4 years, but if you come to us for the first year, then you can take this block transfer and transfer it to the university. And then you would have 3 years left. The university usually has some guidelines on that, in that you need to have a certain average in order to make that transfer. And often the average is around 72, and that changes depending on the amount of students that they require. So, and it's the same with U of R, you can transfer to the U of R as well. Now, if you decide to go on to the diploma program, take 2 years with the diploma program, and then decide, well, I want to go to the U of S, right? So many of our second year diploma options will fully transfer as well. So then you would have 2 years with us, then 2 years with the U of S or the U of R. Number one, if they have interest in the area. And the other key thing is that it's a priority. If this is a priority, then you will do well in the program. And like, there's some key success factors in the program. So once you come to the program, like number one, attending class. Attending class is very important. Doing the assignments, okay? And if you have questions, just get your questions asked. What you'll find is that at SaskPolytech, we have very student-friendly instructors who want to assist the students and help them succeed. And so I think if you come, if you have some interest in business and almost any kinds of areas of business, and just make it a top priority, it's usually students do very well. Number one is class size. So the size of our classes are around 25 students, okay? So what happens there, and it sort of ties into the point that I made previously with regards to our instructors, okay? So our instructors get to know you, and you get to know your instructor, okay? What also notice with our program is that our instructional time is more than with other institutions. I'll give you an example. Accounting 125 or Accounting 122, our introductory accounting classes, are taught at other institutions. And their instructional time is 3 hours a week. Now, our instructional time for that same course is 5 hours a week. So what the key issue here is that you get the instruction, and then we also do, if you will, practice problems in class so that the instructor's there to help you to succeed. The other thing is the cost, okay? If you look at the cost of our program compared to other programs, okay? And you have to realize, like, you have the smaller class size and you get more instructional time, and yet our course cost compared to, say, some other institutions is significantly less. And then you have the portability of the course. Okay, so the portability of the course is you come to us for 1 year, you can still go to the university for 3 years, and you haven't lost anything. You come to us for 2 years, right? And you have the portability if you like and go to the university. So with us, you can get your certificate. Okay, so some people only want to come back for a short period of time and get a certificate. So you can do that and then go out and into the workforce, or if you're in the workforce, come and get the certificate and then continue. So you can get something after 1 year's worth of study. Then you can get something after 2 years worth of study. And if you're still interested, then you can go on to get your degree. And some of our students in the past have gone on not just from the degree, get on to a master's degree, get on to a doctorate, PhD. But when you first start, you don't think of that, right? That's not many students are thinking, well, I want to be a PhD student when they first start, right? But once they get in, many students come in for 1 year and then they go on and think, no, I like this, and I want to stick around. They go on to get their diploma, and then we have many students who go on from there. So, I think those are, to summarize it then, like I say, class size, instructional time, instructors who care, cost, and portability. And so it's almost like it's almost like a no-lose situation. As long as you have your grade 12, you're fine. Now, there is, like I talked about, we have accounting, we have math. There's some math skills there, but if you feel that you would like to brush up on some math skills, we have a department called Learning Services, and Learning Services has modules that you can work on to, just refresh your math skills. So right now, with the COVID situation, we have our classes set up on a schedule. And right now we're basically on Zoom session, and we have a timetable laid out, and the timetable, we follow the timetable, and the students show up. Right now, most of the classes will start at 8 and finish by 3 every day. So, but you won't be, just to confuse matters more, you won't necessarily be in class from 8 till 3 every day, but you'll be in class as early as 8, finishing as late as 3, and putting in 25 hours of class time. What happens is, I mentioned earlier that a lot of our students will come into the program, and then after the first year, they will stay in the program, move on to second year. But a certain percent of our students do go out to work right after, okay? And they go into many different areas, and it's almost, the areas they go into is almost as wide a spectrum as whatever area you can think of. Because we have people come in and they'll go out into management training, they'll go into banking, they'll go into financial services, they'll go into retail, okay? And so there's many job prospects that our students have after the first year. And the other thing what we find too is we have people coming back who have maybe a trades background, and so, or any other background, but I'll give you one example. I'll give you a couple of examples. Well, one with trades. So with the trades, we've had people come back with have plumbing, trades in plumbing, and we've had people come back who had trades in like heavy duty mechanic. And what they come back to get this first year business program so that they can then maybe move up from being, say, a mechanic to being the shop foreman. So they take it and use the program for those reasons. And we also have a number of people who will come and take the program because currently they're at one level of a job, say within the government or any organizations, and then they want to move up. So then they take this program to enable upward mobility. So there's lots of different options for students for careers and jobs after the certificate. If you're interested in starting in the fall, it's always good to apply early, okay? So try and apply as soon as you can, number one. Number two, if you have any questions, make sure, if you send in the questions to SaskPolytech, or just contact myself, John McGregor, and I can hopefully answer any questions. Now, we have the program in Saskatoon, and we also offer it out of PA, and we also offer it out of Moose Jaw. So, it depends on your location as to where you might be interested in taking the program. And so, I think if you apply early and, when you're thinking about it, if you have any questions, just please feel free to contact myself or SaskPolytech in general, and they'll direct it to me, and just get your questions answered, because you may have some specific questions and that we just maybe didn't cover here today, and that just reach out and get your questions answered.